What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Pittsburgh's offense is on the field for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. That's caught. It's McCoy. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Touchdown, Auburn! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did its job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They punted on the opening possession of the game. Might still have a few plays left on that opening script. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Pulls it in. It's Turner. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking to throw. It's good. Got a man. It's Turner. Runs through the tackle. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. Pitt right back to the line.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Wants to fire on second down. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes the grab. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And the Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tigers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone.
Turning it on! And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Pocket breaking down. Got it in the middle. It's Davison. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to keep it in the air. Sets up the screen. Touchdown, Tigers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 79 yards on the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Takes the handoff. It's gone. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Panthers come to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Looking for a man. It's good. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He might just try to keep it away from this guy after a house call came after the first punt. He'll take it on the return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got a man. It's Allen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Grab near the marker. It's Allen. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
Yeah, I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That's caught. It's Myers. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep him. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. A lot of urgency for this offense.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Back to throw, it's good. The sure hands, it's Turner. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Let's go! Let's go! They'll try to get the first through the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for space, it's Davison. Got the first down and more.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Davison. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Davidson. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. New set of downs after the completion. He wants to throw it again. Rushes on him. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Allen. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And guys, how many first downs is that just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
And the Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he...
Touchdown, Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Pitt pushing the pace.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Scanning the field, it's good. They'll run the screen. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at it. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks up the first down, still moving. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Grab behind the line. It's gone. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again.
That is how you finish a play with some serious physicality. Nice job by the defense. He gets 1 yard, and you do the rest. You hit him, and you make him feel it. Next time he catches the football, you're like, man, what was that dude at?
And the Panthers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Looking to throw, it's good. Looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Pitt.
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a 1-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 4 over Boston College. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. The give out of the gun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Catch in the middle. It's Allen. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
There he goes. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Grabbed in the middle, it's Simmons. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on 1st down. Spits it out to the back. Hits the open man. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the 2nd quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the 2nd half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Pittsburgh. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the north side of Pittsburgh.
The Panthers will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Auburn offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. And this quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that?
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the 1st down. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the 2nd half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Hand off from the shotgun. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. Working that left side now. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Auburn! And the beatdown has ensued. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. The give on the option. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And the QB sneak has been around for 4,000 years. Obviously some exaggeration, but so hard to stop. Quarterback gets it, starts to burrow behind that offensive line, and now you got the push behind with these guys. It's almost impossible to stop.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's good. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. Breaks free. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Off play action. Snagged in the middle. It's Meyer. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Panthers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. It's good. Easy call for the refs.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing right. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, this tight end, he's a weapon. We've seen it, right? He can get downfield. He can make plays vertically in the passing game. So this defense was aware of that. Nice job in coverage swatting that one away.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He's got 99 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down for Auburn. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Simmons. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Fires to the right. It's complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on 2nd down. He's got his man, makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Grabbed over the middle. It's McCoy. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. To the ground with the back. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Caught behind the line. It's Davison. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Right back to it. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. With the clock running, this should be the final play. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.